Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to be talking about all the future Alien and Predator movies out there because we know there are a few already confirmed. There's some that are already being talked about, and there are some movies that should happen that we haven't heard yet. But let's talk about it. Starting off with Alien Romulus 2, where we know we're going to follow up with Rain and Andy. Absolutely love Alien Romulus. If they don't make a sequel to this, they were really dumb, but they greenlit that pretty early. And we know they're supposed to go to the planet Uvalva. Where that is in the universe, no idea. But I really think this planet they're going to, it's going to be a place we've already been to. And it's going to be a planet where like they get to that planet and they're like, wait a second. This isn't what I thought it is. Like, for example, it's most likely not going to happen, but just for example, like Aliens 3, the prison. Imagine they went to the planet thinking that's what it was, but it was actually the prison for Alien 3. Not saying it's going to be the third movie, but I'm excited to see where they go. And like I said, I think they're going to have a little twist to it where they get there, we're like, wait, we know that. I'm excited to see where they go with this, but that is one of the places they're going. Second thing, we just heard, I think like a couple of days ago, that Alien Earth Season 2 got confirmed. I really enjoyed the first season of Alien Earth, but they, again, went so far heavy onto the AI robots. And I was like, yeah, we have a lot of good creatures in it. It looked great. The acting was awesome. But they had that one episode where it was literally like, it felt like the original movie. They even had the same like shots of it. I absolutely love that episode. So I really hope they dive into Season 2 more like that, more grounded. Kind of like the Lord of the Rings TV series going right now. Season 1 was not the greatest, but Season 2 was really good. They learned from what they did wrong with Season 1, and they made it better for Season 2. I really hope that's what Alien Earth does for this. Next, Prey 2. Because we know at the end of Prey, they had the end sequel for them coming to Earth. And it's like, okay, we're definitely going to get Prey 2. The first Prey was amazing. It was not in theaters, which was the biggest, stupidest idea ever at the time. It went straight to Hulu. It did great on Hulu. I think it's like the biggest Hulu opening for a movie. But they had to come back with Prey 2, and they're going to put it in theaters. They're going to make a lot of money from it. Absolutely love Prey 2. And with the end credits of Killer of Killers, you see her. She's there. So there's going to be a connection of how she goes from Prey to Killer of Killers. They're going to get her. Absolutely love Prey. They're going to come back to that. Speaking of Killer of Killers, they're going to make a second one. I mean, it hasn't been confirmed yet. The way that everything is being praised about Killer of Killers, it's amazing. It's really good. I'm not an animation guy, but I really enjoyed that show. There's a lot of good reviews. It seems like a lot of people really enjoy that. And with it being like more of the anime type, you can easily make several more of that. So that will come down the road. But let's talk about Badlands 2. So that haven't been confirmed yet, but I mean, like, come on, guys. If you watched any of Badlands, when Dak is like, that's my mom. Okay, like, clearly we're going to have a sequel to this. Dan Trachtenberg, the one that directed Prey, Badlands, Kill of Killers, he knows what he's doing. It's a vision where all of this is going to come up together at some point down the road. I'm really excited to see how they're going to do that. And speaking of Dan Trachtenberg, one movie that we have not seen is he definitely wants to do an Alien versus Predator movie, but he wants to do a movie where you're watching it and you're not aware of it being an Alien versus Predator movie. Yeah, Badlands, you can kind of say it was because it was a Predator in a Weyland-Yutani universe, so to speak, but it had no xenomorphs, none of that stuff. But I know he definitely wants to do an Alien vs. Predator movie, like a full-on Predator Alien. Boom. Absolutely would love that, because in my opinion, the Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2, the first one, like, I can live with it. But it is not the greatest movie at all. And of course, AVP 2 absolutely fucking sucked. It is complete garbage movie. I mean, they even show in the trailer that the girl dies. Like, why are we showing that movie? But yeah, I'm super excited for an Alien vs. Predator movie. It's going to happen sooner or later. Dan Trachtenberg, he already said this, what he wants to do. He's going to get it. And speaking of Dan Trachtenberg, the last couple of weeks, he's been talking with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to come back, and he absolutely needs to come back. But for the right reasons. It can't be like an opening scene kill, cameo, none of that shit. Arnold wants to come back, but he wants to be like the main person in it, which I absolutely love with that. And another thing that's been on the list for a little bit, and I kind of hope we do it and kind of hope we don't, depending on how the outcome is, but Ridley Scott wants to finish his trilogy with Prometheus and Covenant. His original plan was a trilogy, but of course Covenant didn't make as much money as supposed to, so they shut that down. Yeah, Prometheus did really good at the box office, mixed reviews. I personally love Prometheus. Yeah, it doesn't really have a xenomorph in it, but man, that movie was so good to watch. I loved everything about that movie, the way it was shot, the actors, and just the look of it. It was just really amazing. The score, it felt Ridley Scott. Covenant had that kind of, like, it was a good color pattern with that green color on a different planet. Acting was cool. The idea of like these people not being soldiers, they're more of a colonist people. But the xenomorph, that was terrible. You cannot have a CGI xenomorphs like they did in that movie. That's what killed it. The whole Michael Fassbender AI, I'm like, come on, I'm good with that. I've had enough of David. I forgot what the name of the other one in Covenant, but it's like I had enough. And in Covenant, he killed off Shaw. Shaw was the best thing about Prometheus, and he killed it off screen. But there's been a lot of talks of Ridley Scott wanting to make that third movie. I hope he kind of does, in a way, because like I think he might figure it out. I really do. I think he might bring it back, the budget and all that stuff, and just keep it simple, like what Dan Trachtenberg does. Because Ridley Scott, he's been an executive producer for the Alien Earth, season 1, Alien Romulus, so he's definitely like giving his 2 cents on this stuff. So I think he might be able to do it. Another thing that we probably will get, because it's just a matter of time, Sigourney Weaver back. She was supposed to come back for this Alien 5 movie, and it was supposed to be like a different third movie, because in the third movie they killed off Hicks and Newt. That was another thing I didn't like about 3, was they killed those characters off screen. But they were going to make this 5th movie with Sigourney Weaver, and it was going to be a different third movie, kind of like Halloween 2018, where it's the original movie, and then Halloween 2018 they kind of changed the direction of everything else. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes back, because with as much as Alien Predator, how much positive reaction we're getting from both of these franchises, I can see it happening. And one thing I am surprised we're not going to get is just like another brand new solo movie, like an Alien Romulus. Because that was a brilliant idea taking place between Alien 1 and Aliens, the second movie. Love that idea. I really hope we have another new solo movie like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like that. And lastly, I want to talk about is I really hope that Dan Trachtenberg comes up with this like Avengers type, where all of these people are coming for one big movie. Like for the Badlands, you have Deck and Tia. And then you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have the chick from Prey, Danny Glover from the ending of Predator 2. We saw him in Killer Killers, the ending, so he's still out there. You got the survivors from Predators. I forgot their names, but the guy and the chick, they survived that movie. Actually, I love that movie, by the way. Rain and Andy from Alien Romulus, and of course, Ripley, Sigourney Weaver. All of that could be a nice lead up to like a really good Alien vs. Predator movie. I really hope that happens. But right there, guys, we have plenty of options of where this is going to go. Like I said, the first few ones I talked about are already confirmed, so we know some of this stuff is going to happen. We know the stuff that they've been talking about, but it's just a matter of time till it comes to fruition. There's also some movies that it's just a matter of time till we get it. The future for the Alien Predator movies and TV series looks very promising, guys. Alright, Sexy Monkeys, that is my thought on this Alien vs. Predator movies coming out. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Alien vs. Predator. What you guys want to see, what you don't want to see. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, I want no Ridley Scott. I understand. Totally understand. But me personally, I hope we get a Prey 2. If we don't get a Prey 2, I'll be super bummed out. Until then, Sexy Monkeys, hope you have a good day.